Greetings and welcome, mis amigos. We are talking about solving multi-step equations again with one added step. What happens if your variables are on both sides of the equal sign? What? Okay, here's what we're going to do. Solving equations with variables on both sides. To solve an equation, this is the book strategy. Devin, you're tracking? Good. Cameron, yep. With variables on both sides, simplify first, one or both sides. So step one, simplificado, if necessary. Then use inverse operations to collect the variable terms on one side. And then isolate the variable once you have them all together. Okay, so that's the goal. Now, when it comes to collecting the variables, bringing them together, my little strategy for step two is this, and you can write this down. Move the little guy to the big guy. All right, you're going to have to be awesome when you, since you're missing this one piece, okay? When you come back, you're going to have to try to track with me. All right, move the little guy to the big guy is what I say. And this isn't the mandatory way to do it. It is a way that is going to be most helpful most of the time when we have potential negatives coming out of it. So, all right, for example one. It's going to be okay, friends. Notice what's different? I have an equal sign with variables on both sides. Dun, dun, dun. And I don't know what side to start moving stuff to, so I've got to get the variables together. Now, I recommend, if you want to avoid negatives, to move the little guy to the big guy. So question Ethan with your headphones off. What is littler? What is smaller, -4 or -9? The -10 would be the smallest, yes. So -9 is smaller than -4, so I'm going to move a -9x. I'm moving that with the x. I'm not just moving the -9. I'm moving the whole thing. And the way I do that is by adding or subtracting that variable. Now I'm going to add 9x to this side. Should I put it under the 10 or under the -4x? Yeah, because those are like terms, right? So let's put it with its buddy, right? So I'm going to have 10, 4x, -4x plus 9x. It's the same as 9 minus 4. That's positive 5x's. Equal sign coming down. And, uh-oh, what happened over here? 0, right? There's nothing there, and we represent nothing with 0 in the land of math. And now look at this. This is just like a problem from our previous section. I've got all of my variables on one side. So let's solve. It's got multiplication by 5, and then this is a positive 10, so it's like adding by 10. What do I move first? Yeah, let's subtract 10. In this case, if you chose to divide by 5, notice 10, 5, and 0 are all divisible by 5, so it would have been a perfectly legitimate way to do things. So 5x equals 0 minus 10, it's -10. Negative dias. How do I move this 5, friends? Divide by 5. And I get x equals 10 divided by 5 is 2. This minus sign, Cameron, you would agree, had no one to buddy up with, so there's still a negative. It's still so sad. So sad. And let's do a check, tell you what, because I don't do checks every time, and I haven't been expecting you to do checks every time. But when I check it, I plug it in for all of the x's. 10 minus 4 times -2. Is that equal, question mark, to -9 times -2? Cameron, you're writing this down? Yeah. Let's see, 10 times, -4 times -2 is positive 8. Is that equal to -9 times -2? Let's see, positive 18. 10 plus 8. Guys, good news. It works. Da 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 da. Oh, that was the saddest check mark ever. That's a little better. No. Ah, there. I like that one. I like it. I like it. Okay. So, the only difference, all right, today compared to yesterday, this is what's new, and this is old. All right. All we're doing is adding one new piece. Get the variables together. You got to admit, it's getting better all the time, right? So let's, oh, cool. Mr. Waddy made some of his own examples, example 1.5. So perhaps you guys can track with me here. See, if you missed that, you can catch it in the video later. But at least write these ones down. All right, I'm going to move a little quicker so that you guys get some time to practice later. All right. Are there variables on both sides? Yes. What terms have variables in them? The 3x and the x. Question, which is smaller, 3 or 1? 1. And to move a positive 1x, I'm going to subtract x from both sides. So watch what we got. Track with me here. 3x minus 1x is 2x. Plus 2 equals, those canceled out, negative 4 is what's left over here. Now, dividing everything by 2 actually would be okay in this case, but let's deal with, we'll SADMEP, we'll subtract before we divide. Subtract 2 from both sides. All right, I'm going to start doing these quicker so you can start seeing big picture how we solve. 2x equals negative 6, right, that became more negative. How do I get rid of multiplication? Man, we're quick, I like this. Combo, right? I get x equals negative 3. All right, next one. I've got variables on both sides. Which terms have variables in them? Yeah, the 2x and the negative 5x. They're on different sides of the equal sign, so I cannot just willy-nilly combine them. I've got to move one to the other side. Who is smaller? Negative 5. So this isn't your only option. This is just my recommended outcome. Let's move that negative 5x. The way I move a negative 5x is by adding 5x to both sides. I'm going to have 1 equals 4 plus how many x's? 2 plus 5, right, is 7. And those are still x's. That's not x squared. Those aren't oranges all of a sudden. They're x's. 2 x's plus 5 x's, 7 x's. All right. Let's see. Ethan, what do I do to get x by itself now? Minus 4, I like it. We do it to both sides of the equal sign. That was a sad looking 4. That's a little better. 1 minus 4 is negative 3. If you still need some practice with your negatives, check out my man Khan, or go back and practice some of the problems we had earlier of adding and subtracting negatives. 4 and negative 4 is 0. I get 7x. This one's going to be a fraction. That's okay. Let's see. Adriana, how do I get this x by itself? Yeah, divide both sides by 7. It was being multiplied, so divide. And Yoda would say negative 3/7 equals x. But what do we say, Pooja? What are we going to rewrite this as? Yeah, x equals negative 3/7. Let's put our variable on the left. We'll switch it around. All right? All right, we're going to get this, guys. We're picking up the pace, picking up the rhythm. We're doing some algebra. It's going to be amazing. I love it. I love it. Ooh, let's look at example 2. Oh, man. Wow. Yikes. Guys, example 2. Have you looked at example 2 yet? This thing. Oh, man. Look at that. Oh, don't worry. We're doing it together. It's almost like we're in World of Warcraft doing a raid together. We're all on the team. Don't worry. I'll be the healer. I'll be like the priest. And then like someone's doing DPS and someone else is doing damage over time. And right. And area of effect spells, the AoE. Someone's pulling aggro and they're tanking all the damage. Right. This is going to be good. We got this. We will take this boss down. All right. Okay, here we go. So this problem is starting to look a little scary. So you guys with me, right? Devin, Ethan, bam. Step 1, let's simplify. Simplify. So I'm going to distribute over here. All right, Devin, it's hard to do this with your blindfoldedness, looking the wrong way. Come on, we need our whole team in this fight if we're going to take down this boss. All right, 3 times 3x is 9x. 3 times negative 4. What am I going to write? Oh, yeah, that's right. Negative 12 equals. Okay, I'm going to help you guys with this one because this fraction is scaring us. Yeah, I could write that as, think about that as 32 over 4, or 32 divided by 4. What is 32 divided by 4? 8, and this will still be in x's. And let's see. Ooh, man, 56 divided by 4. I think you're right. I think it's 14. Well done. Okay, tell you what. I just like put some buffs on our team, right? I nerfed the opponent. His armor is now weak. Let's have you guys do some steps yourselves. I'll be around to help. Internet friends, you try this problem at home. I'll be back in a moment. All right, so to bring our x's together, Devin identified 8x as being smaller than 9x, and we subtracted 8x from both sides. The only reason I'm using this strategy is specifically because they were on 2 opposite sides of the equal sign. If they were on the same side, then I could have just used the strategy of combining them. Right. And let's see, 9x minus 8x is just 1x. You can write the 1 or you can leave it blank. It's implied. Minus 12 equals, those canceled out, 14. Oh, and Adriana, I think you are correct as far as your answer. Add 12 to both sides. And I get x equals 26. I like it a lot. All right. Taking a screenshot so I can do some algebra. It's gonna be great. We'll do it together, the algebra. All right. So, well done, friends. Let's have you guys try problem 1, and then I'll help you with 2 and 3. I wouldn't divide yet. I would move it by adding 2x. Let's find out. All right. So, do you guys agree that I cannot do this? Can someone tell me why I can't just combine them? No, that's not the reason why. Right, they're not on the same side. So, to combine them, my recommendation is move the little guy to the big guy. This one isn't the fastest way this time, but it might be the safest way. Who's smaller, 3 or -2? All right, and to move a -2x, I add 2x to both sides. It's all right. It's all right. Let's see. What's left over here? I have 2 apples. You take my 2 apples. How many apples do I have? 0. 0, right? 3x plus 2x is 5x plus 10. And to solve, we'll subtract the 10, right? We move the addition and subtraction before we deal with the division. So -10 equals 5x. Man, sniffly. And then we divide by both sides, right? And so 10 divided by 5 is 2. Is this positive or negative? Negative, right? Because this negative sign didn't have another minus sign to pair up with. Oh, so sad. So sad. Those 5s cancel out. I get x. And then what's a better way to write this? You got it, man. This is awesome. I'm telling you, like, we're going to evolve into Charmeleon today. This is great. This is great. Okay. Now, problem 2. Let's simplify. How can I simplify? What do you guys think? How can I simplify this, guys? I'm going to distribute here first. Although, alternative route, if you were afraid of these fractions, you could actually have just multiplied both sides by the reciprocal. You could have doubled both sides first. But I'm not going to have you guys bother with that just yet. We're going to just do this fancy before we, or simple and straightforward and safe before we start adding flair to our combo kills here. 1/2 of 6 is 3h. Half of -4 is -2 equals -5h plus 1. All right, I'm going to start pulling the cards here. Okay, let's see. Shuffle, shuffle. Yeah, here we go. I've got Adriana. I know you're already working on a completely different problem. You don't have to flip back. Which is smaller, 3h or -5h? Yeah, and how can I move a -5h? We add 5h. Thanks. You can go back to working on your other stuff. I didn't mean to scare you, throw you off guard there. So 3h plus 5h is 8 h's. Those ones cancel out. I get equal 1, right? Cameron's writing this down. Right? Yeah. Sure am. All right, let's see. Draw the next card. Pooja. What should I do as my next move? What am I adding? Yeah, add 2 to both sides. I like it. All right. Let's see. The next person, by the way, is going to be Ethan. He's going to tell us what I'm doing next. Let's see. 1 plus 2 is 3. Uh-oh. What do you think we do? I agree, right? The inverse, or the undoing of multiplying by 8 is dividing by 8. Agreed, agreed. So I'm going to get h equals, and I'm just going to leave that as 3/8. Yeah, 3/8. Perfectly good solution. Let's see, I feel like I should know. That's same as 0.375, but meh. What I say to decimals. All right, guys, this is the reason this problem is tough is not the algebra. The reason this problem is tough is because we have not rehearsed a lot of fraction skills yet. Okay? I'm going to help you with the fractions, then you guys are going to do the algebra. All right? Or actually, you guys just tell me what is the first thing I should do, Jimmy. Now, not being afraid of these fractions, what would you recommend? What's my start for this problem? I'm going to multiply, right, through distribution. Now, that's really ugly. I'm going to help us out, though. And, Devin, I'm also distributing the 3 over here. Okay? Now, chances are, you guys thinking about 3/4 times 8? Here, Devin, track with me here. Well, let's see. I'll get there. Let me write this larger. I just want to do the fraction work on the side because that's the thing that's scaring us. -3/4 times 8. One way you could do this is multiply across and then divide. So that would be -24 divided by 4 is -8. I think an easier way to do this is to, instead of multiplying first, multiplying makes numbers bigger, dividing makes numbers smaller. And if I can make numbers smaller first, that sounds good to me. Devin, you tracking with this good trick I'm showing you? So 8, if I do 8 divided by 4 first, what is 8 divided by 4? 2, right? So 8 divided by 4 is 2. And now I'm going to do -3 times 2. Okay, -3 times 2, and I get negative. Why did I get different answers? Because this I did wrong. Man, no one caught me on that error. Errors! Okay, so when I do this, I do 8 divided by 4. I get 2, and then I multiply by -3. I'm going to do 12 divided by 4, and then multiply by -3. And that'll be an easier way to deal with those fractions. Here, let me watch this. This is how I delete things sometimes. I just bury them. Look at this. That was my scratch work. And now no one knows. I buried it, and it's forever hidden. Okay, so 8 divided by 4 is 2, times -3 is -6n. Pooja, was that the one that you were guessing? -6n? No? Sorry. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And 3 times -3 is -9. All right, 3 times 1 is n is 3n. 3 times -3 is -9. Okay, you guys take it away from here. I'll be around to help. So here we go. So my students identified -6n's as being smaller than 3n's. So we were adding 6n to both sides. Oh, this is actually a really good problem. There's a common error that students do here. -9 equals 9n minus 9. So I want n by itself. What do I do next? Add 9 to both sides. I like it. Now, sometimes students will just then be just like, I don't know, like 9n, like everything disappeared. Or they'll just say like n equals 9. No. What is -9 plus 9? That's 0. Keep track of your equal sign. 0 equals 9n. All right. Yeah. How do I get rid of this 9? Man, guys, we were getting solid at this. What is 0 divided by 9? If I have 0 slices of pizza for my 9 friends here today, how much pizza is everyone getting when I divide my 0 slices of pizza? 0. I'm sorry, but you guys can all have my 0 pizza. I get 0 equals n, or n equals 0. You guys are good. All right, thanks for watching, internet friends. Have a great day.